Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I'm gonna share with you the main energetics on the next powerful lunar eclipse in Pisces that's gonna happen the 7 September 2025. It's gonna be a supercharged full moon, and usually because it's supercharged full moon, it usually reveals it has been hidden in the shadow, and it's gonna be a really emotional, very very emotional lunar eclipse. So stay tuned, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I will be your host and guide for the next, I would say, 10 minutes. So let's go straight to the point. The next full moon in Pisces will be at 15 degrees. So if you have any planets around 13 and 15, this a time to pay attention. And also, if you have some mutable sign in your birth chart, like Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, you will feel it more. You will feel it more, the intensity of this lunar eclipse. Um, as I always say, it's a full moon, but it's a particular full moon because we have the conjunction of the lunar nodes. So this is why we have a lunar eclipse, and the 24th of September we will have the solar eclipse. And all the time that we have a full moon, in my opinion, it's really important to understand what happened in the last 6 months for you, especially what were your wishes, what were your desired 6 months ago. And indeed, if we go back to check when it was the new moon in Pisces in 2025, it was the 10th of March. So the question that you can ask yourself is what happened the 10th of March? What was seeded in March in 2025? Go back in time and check what was your desire. And after 6 months, so next week, you can harvest what you planted, or if it didn't happen what you wish for, you can release. You can release because okay, next time it will be better. Or it just maybe if I look back and I reply to you from the spiritual law and from the Kabbalistic point of view, maybe your soul was not ready, and so this is why you didn't receive what you wish for. And the key is to basically release. And another important question is that because this full moon in Pisces is connected to the lunar nodes, and the current lunar nodes are in, we have the North Node in Pisces and the South Node in Virgo. The main question that you can ask yourself is, am I surrendering to the flow? Pisces, not in Pisces, and giving the power to something that is bigger than us, the creation? Or am I still in an illusion and try to control everything in my life? That control it's more about South Node in Virgo. Okay, these are the key for the next full moon in Pisces, the 7th of September, and the main theme, in my opinion, for this lunation are the following. I divided the energy in two parts. The energy that is a less harmonious energy that we are called to release, and the most harmonious energy that we can focus on after the release or during the release or different aspect of our life. So let's talk first of which are the more difficult aspect, which are the most difficult aspect connected to Pisces. So, if I look at Pisces from astrological point of view, from Kabbalistic point of view, from the spiritual law point of view, Pisces is all connected to addiction. It can be affection, it can be sexual addiction, it can be emotional attachment, it can be drugs, it can be alcohol. And the key here is to finally see where we are repeating a certain addiction and finally work on it to let go. Second aspect of this energy, um, every full moon is a full moon where we have major revelation that are coming to light. And sometimes this revelation there might be like some shocking revelation. For example, I say that I'm going to say that because I have a lot of clients that happen. Usually, betrayal are always happening during the full moon when you discover that, for example, your husband or your wife are cheating on you, and during this period of full moon, especially in Pisces, you discover this. Then this energy is also Pisces is really connected to health and hospitals. So in the next days, in the next week, just before and after the full moon, it's really important to do some checkup on your health and really maybe in start to work on your health better. Pisces is an emotional sign, so the goal of this full moon might bring for you some closure and some karmic release connected to a specific relationship. Can be friendship, can be partnership, can be marriage, can be work. Okay, and now and last but not least, Pisces is really connected to the victim mentality. And so the key is also realized where we are having a victim mentality, always complaining, and release slowly this complaint that you are continue to do in your life because they can cause just suffering. Okay. Now let's go to the most harmonious side of its full moon. The energy of Pisces is really beautiful because it's inviting us to be compassionate. It's an energy that is inviting us to study more spirituality. And here, pay attention that spirituality is different from religion. So it's really an energy inviting us to really understand the law of the universe, the law in the universe in order to live a life that is not all that is not only suffering. Okay, it's an energy inviting us to let our sufferings to the universe. Because the more we want to be in control, the more we are suffering. The concept of control is a lot related to Virgo. So, because the sun is in Virgo and the south node is in Virgo, and they are opposite to the North Node in Pisces and the Moon in Pisces. This energy is inviting us to release any kind of control, release any kind of perfectionism in our life. And this energy of Pisces is wonderful to connect, first of all, with our intuition, but also it's time to be alone and reassess what is not working in our life, but also be aware of our subconscious patterns in order to release them. Okay. Last but not least, Pisces is all connected with dreams, with shadow work, with sleep. So the next 7 days, just before and after this powerful lunar eclipse, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be emotional, but because it's gonna be a lot of emotions, it's really important to prioritize grounding exercises. It's really important to prioritize rest. It's really important to prioritize sleep. So it's about recharging from the hectic summer period. Then let's move on. The ruler for this moon is Jupiter, and Jupiter is in a wonderful aspect because it's running the moon, which is in a good position. And so let's say it's like this period can be also some fated flavor. So it might happen something that you don't expect in your life that is coming directly from fate, from your destiny. And Jupiter is still in Cancer, and the themes for Jupiter are all about expansion, expansion over the home, the family, awareness, emotions, immigration, travel, renovation, ancestral healing. And also, I'm saying that, I'm repeating that if you want to have a child, it's the perfect moment to become pregnant because the energy of Jupiter in Cancer, you expand your family, you expand your circle, and so it's a wonderful energy to be pregnant and to have more child. Um, Another important aspect of this energy of next week is that the North Node in Pisces that is really communicating really well with the moon is in Pisces since January 2025. And here the energy is inviting us to move towards intuition, towards creativity, towards spirituality, while releasing what I said before, everything that is connected to the south node of Virgo, which is connected to perfectionism, control, health issue, and maybe also judgment, which is a big topic connected to Virgo. Last but not least, the Sabian symbol, the spiritual symbol of this new moon, of this full moon, sorry, is connected to the 15 degrees of Pisces. And in the Sabian symbol, we need to check, we need to round and to check the 16 degree. And the 16 degree is all about spirituality. The main quote for this degree is spirituality must meet real problems as well as imagined ones. So let's say the five identified five main topic identify five main topics connected to this Sabian symbol. The first one is true spirituality must address real life challenges and not just imagine or abstract ones. Second, it has value only when it helps us balance survival needs with higher principle. Third, um, life challenges, test and refine our wisdom, expanding our spiritual maturity. Four, we can draw endless inspiration from the unseen realm to face this test. Five, mastery shows in our ability to respond to life with creativity, balance, and humility. So you will notice that during the month of September, you will be more prone to really understand well what is spirituality and really understand well how the spiritual laws are working in order to thrive better in life. Okay, this is the key. I trust this episode was really useful to understand in simple terms an astrological transit that is really powerful, like the one that we will have the 7th of September. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. This will help me really to spread more my knowledge that it's not only about Western astrology, but I take inspiration from the Kabbalah, I take inspiration from the Taoism, I take inspiration from Chinese medicine and Chinese astrology. So I take different kind of wisdom that I studied in the last 15 years in order to give you the best insight and to navigate better from a personal point of view and from a business point of view your life week by week. Thank you for the attention and see you to the next episode. Ciao!